Hey y'all, it is December the 28th, 2018, and y'all, I wanted to holler at y'all. Shout out to the man, Anaconda Malt Liquor, over there. I see what you're doing. Alright, he put out some videos pertaining to a man by the name of Carlos.
Undisputed facts of the van incident are morphing into a more sympathy-evoking pro-Carlos story. In a 2013 interview for the Tico Costa Rica Times, Carlos said that it was his van that he set on fire. At first I thought this was just a typo, but then the Boston Occupier and Univision's Fusion reported the same thing, as did...
And I'll leave a link below. I wanted to shout out him. I was actually thinking about something along the lines of what he uploaded, and so, I was inspired to talk with y'all about it real quick while I got a minute. By the way, I appreciate y'all. Alright. He was talking about a dude named Carlos, which is an individual who happened to be a notable individual in those Boston bombings. Which I had mentioned here on YouTube way back when they happened. Talked about it a little bit, not very much. All right. Just so happened to be what was I pondering, what I was thinking about even last night before I seen the videos, before I seen the uploads by Anaconda, Mr. Anaconda. I was thinking about these situations a lot of us find ourselves very interested in and invested in. Most times we get theories, and the reason that we get theories is because we're given evidence, right? Not very much, but typically the evidence we're given is very telling. Very, very telling. All right. Find out we've been lied to. Start thinking up theories. And sometimes people have different, people had different various theories. So sometimes they're going to be contradictory, sometimes conflicting. Sometimes people even get paranoid and they start pointing the finger and say, hey, what are you hiding? All right. There weren't no shooters at blah, 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 whatever incident. There was 5 shooters there. Oh no, there's fireworks. Oh man, they had a drill going on. Okay. I noticed that up in the comments. I noticed people talking about that. Thought that to myself, like about my own theories, about other people's theories. All right. What's important and what I think Anaconda was pretty much putting out there was that you can concentrate on one person.
Kind of made it easier for everybody to come together because we all had gone through so much, and we all...
Alright? And get the result that you desire. And in that, once you catch one person lying, making a fool out of themselves, alright? There's all sort of evidence contradicting their little narratives, alright? These witnesses, these so-called victims and heroes, alright? You catch one and the rest is just going to unravel, alright? Might I suggest, it might be too difficult to go about it any other way. You pin one guy down, alright? Obviously, in Parkland, you got a Sheriff Scotty Israel. That would be my #1 nominee right now.
And that's the officer who handled that.
Alright? You got him in all sort of lies and false promises and guarantees that certainly were not upheld. You got him acting a dang fool, and we're going to cover that in subsequent videos. But not only that. For example, a lot of people talk about this little boy named David Hogg got accepted to Harvard. Just real briefly, any of y'all who aspire to go to college and you think about Harvard as being some sort of place where you should aspire to go to, guess what? It isn't. All right? I'm not hating on Harvard or David Hogg. I hope they have a brilliant career together. All right, here's the thing. David Hogg's caught making up all sort of stories. People don't want to call him out on that, but here's the thing. You can easily pin down a David Hogg, for example. All right? If you filter through some of his videos in which he's going to have contradictory things to say, you're going to notice him bringing up certain individuals. And in that instance, and probably many other instances, that's where he gives himself away. Unfortunately. Like, for example, you look hard enough, and I'm going to see if I can't pin down these video clips, because I know I've seen them before. David Hogg, supposedly, in one narrative, he hears the shots. He's in the classroom, and he hears them with his buddy. All right? In fact, he says his buddy's name first and last.
When I heard the first gunshot, I looked to my left at Parker Morris, and I said, "Hey, that sounded like a gunshot."
All right. He doesn't mention him in other different narratives that he says, but the thing is, he mentions his buddy's name. All right. I don't know if that buddy exists, but guess what? That buddy don't agree with him. All right. How do I know that? Well, David Hogg was made out to be a hero in front of everybody's faces, right? So he mentioned this guy first and last name. Guess what? You Google that guy, you're not going to find anything at all. How does that happen? Isn't that questionable? You know what I'm saying? If that doesn't rub you the wrong way, how about that janitor? Does anybody remember that? Oh, the janitor, we were running for our lives. We were running in the wrong direction, and the janitor, he said, that janitor stopped us and he saved our lives.
Realizing that I was actually headed in the direction of the shooter. As I was running down that corridor, towards the freshman building at this point, the janitor stopped me and he said, "Don't come this way. He's over here. Don't come this way." Immediately as that janitor said that to about 100 students, Ashley Kurth, a culinary teacher at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, opened up her classroom, and within the matter of 30 seconds got in 65 students. Now, when we were inside that very small culinary closet, standing next to some hot chocolate powder and some corn,
And he redirected it. Do you remember that? All right. You'll notice, I think a lot of people notice, that janitor does not have a name. He never does have a name. All right. You could say maybe David Hogg's a dang dirty racist. And maybe it's a Mexican janitor and he doesn't even care to know the guy's name. He never mentions his name. All right. In a scene, in a situation that's rife with heroes and stuff gushing in front of the camera, how come that janitor never had a name? All right. You could easily pin down, just go after one person. Thing is, YouTube and all the rest are going to tell you, oh, that's bullying. Oh, that's bullying tactics. Maybe we should ban you off the internet or something. You don't want to pin down one person. No, we're going to pin down one person by one person, I think, and get them to sing whatever song we want. All right? Because we got them. We got them dead to rights. I don't care if David Hogg is at Harvard. All right? I don't know who's letting Sheriff Scotty Israel run around all roughshod the way he is. But I certainly don't appreciate it. It's December the 28th, 2018. I appreciate y'all. Y'all holler at me and let me know what's good.
February 14th
is a day I will never forget. The echoes of the gunshots that day will forever ring in my head.